Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucia and this is Lulu's Leaves. Today I wanted to bring back some of my common plants and I wanted to put them on display for you guys. So today's video is going to be a common houseplant tour. And it's not really going to be a tour, but I'm going to go around my house and show you them, so maybe it is a tour. I have recently been getting back into common houseplants, and this is mostly for the reason that I really want to decorate my new apartment with common houseplants to fill up big spaces. And I cannot afford to buy rare, large plants. So I actually did a ton of trades for larger common plants. So I really hope that you guys feel like this is something that you are interested in so that you stick around. If you can watch all the way through, that helps me out so much. Also, if you aren't already subscribed, definitely click that button down below and give this video a thumbs up as well. But before we get into today's video, I just want to say a huge thank you to our sponsor of today's video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community where millions around the world come together for a shared goal of continuing their creative journey. The platform offers thousands of classes in so many different areas for creative people. And when I decided to take a look and see what classes were available for me, I saw so many that jumped out at me right away. I just recently finished Emily Henderson's Style Your Space class because you guys know I am moving and I really wanted to learn a little bit more about interior decorating before I did move so that I could better style my space and understand my style, and this class helped me out so much. But if you want to learn more about houseplants, there are also so many courses available that talk about just that. Christopher Griffin offers 2 classes on the Skillshare platform and they are both incredible. They are Plants at Home and Live Encore. Definitely go check them out if you are a planty person like me, which I'm sure you are if you're watching this video. But yeah, if you guys do want to check out Skillshare for yourself, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link down below in the description will receive a free trial. And after the free trial expires, it's less than $10 a month to continue with an annual subscription. So it is absolutely affordable, especially when you take into consideration how many classes are available and how much you are going to gain from the platform. Again, thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Let's get straight into the plant tour. So guys, the first common houseplant that I want to talk to you guys about is my Hoya Carnosa. This one I actually received in a trade with Begonia. She is amazing. She's on YouTube as well. I'll link her channel down below. And I really do love this plant. I think that it's so pretty. It's a Carnosa freckles, which I think is just a speckled Carnosa. It does have some damage on those newer leaves. I'm not sure exactly where that came from. I think it's probably due to the light that I was giving it. It was getting a ton of light. So I assume that's just some burning. But I really do love this plant and I can't wait for it to grow some more. I hope that I can one day in 10 or 20 years have a giant Hoya Carnosa from this tiny plant. I think that would be super fun. But I definitely need to find this guy a pot, which I will do eventually. But yeah, really love this plant. My next common houseplant actually just lives right beside the Carnosa, and this is my Deschidia Million Hearts. I absolutely love this plant as well. I think that it's a great addition to my collection. It has really beautiful, almost curticii shaped leaves. I wouldn't really consider them hearts, but I guess at a far glance, you could consider them to be hearts. But again, I love this plant and I think it looks adorable in this terracotta pot. This one is sitting in a clear pot within the terracotta pot because this one doesn't have drainage. But yeah, I love how much it's trailing and I can't wait to watch this one grow this growing season. My next common houseplant is this begonia. I believe this is a begonia little dress or lady's dress, something like that. But it's really, really beautiful. And I know it's super common, but for some reason, I just feel super duper attracted to this plant. And it does have some sort of damage. I'm not sure exactly where that came from. Probably from water sitting on the leaves, because I used to mist this one in a terrarium quite a bit. But I really do love this plant, and it's grown really well for me. I love the borders, how they have that nice dark, almost black color with the nice lime green centers. I think they're so cool. And it seems to be really, really easygoing too. I don't like begonias that are super high maintenance, and this is definitely not one of them. So if you want to try begonias, this is a good one to start with. The next common houseplant that I have is my Hoya Carry Eye. This is the green Hoya Carry Eye, which I think is the only plant I would really consider to be common. The Albo marginata is definitely common where I'm from, but I do want to make this kind of universally common, just so I make sure I'm taking everyone into consideration. This plant is sort of restricted as to how much it can grow where I have it, but I definitely plan on moving it when I do move. It does have some new growth there, which is really exciting. But it has tried to grow a few times from the top, and I think the leaves just end up falling off because of the fact that it's pretty tall and it's about to hit a shelf, and it's not getting a ton of light back here. So yeah, this one is definitely a plant that I have. I'm not going to say it's my favorite, but I do think that it's really pretty, and I don't plan on getting rid of it anytime soon. So I can't wait to watch this one grow this year as well, and hopefully those growth points don't fall off, but it does look like this one plans on sticking around. So that's at least a good sign. And then just honorable mentions to the Albo marginata here that's not doing the best. The next plant I have is right here, and it's just sitting in a basket that I have. I think it looks really, really cute in this basket. And this is my new Hoya Australis. This one is really, really big. It's in an 8-inch pot or a 10-inch pot, and it looks to be quite old, but I heard that these guys grow really, really quickly. So I am excited to continue to watch it grow. There's new growth right here, so it's definitely proving my point. There's a lot going on with this plant. And yeah, I plan, I think, on having it in my bedroom or in the kitchen just to give it the best light, because I think those are south-facing windows. So this would definitely be the happiest in a south-facing window, but we shall see. I think it probably won't end up staying in this basket, but I might find a different basket for it. But yeah, look at those beautiful shiny leaves. I think this is such an underrated plant, especially at this size. I think it's super awesome. Also, honorable mentions to the Nummularioides. This is definitely common in some areas, but I think it's so awesome. Look at that baby little new growth. I won't stick on this one too long because I don't think it's really common. Then all the way up here on the top of my houseplant shelf, or my Hoya shelf as I should call it, is my beautiful Marble Queen Pothos. I think this is Marble Queen, yes. And it is thriving, looking so good. I love this plant. And this is one that I did trade for recently. I love the variegation on this one specifically because it has that more white variegation, even though that's still kind of yellowy. But this leaf is just so stunning. It almost looks like a mandula in a way, but I don't know, maybe not. But I think it's so, so beautiful. I think I should start giving it a little bit more light when I do move, just because that variegation is getting quite green. But again, either way, I think it is super stunning, and it's definitely a plant that I will continue to cherish for a really long time, and I'm hopeful that it will grow a ton in my care. It also has this little vine here too. Can't forget about it. So yeah, it has like 3 vines in there, and one was recently chopped, so that will start probably growing really soon. Then up here we have my Monstera deliciosa. The only reason that I have this smaller one is because this is the plant that my sport variegated Monstera came from. So it definitely is one that I want to keep alive just because I don't want to forget about what it gave me. But it does sometimes get a little bit neglected up here just because things are a little bit harder to water, but starting to get some fenestrations. I do actually really love watching Monsteras grow from this age, so we'll definitely keep an eye on this one and watch it just get really big this summer. So we are now in my kitchen where I have this really beautiful heartleaf philodendron, and it's really large. I don't think that I've shown it to you guys before, but this one is definitely a really cool plant, and I think that I might end up putting it on the walls in some way. I've seen some really cool ways to prop these guys up, and I think that this would be the perfect plant to do that with. So I'm definitely going to look into some cool ways to display this plant. It's just so long. It's gotta be like 10 feet long. So yeah, really cool plant. The leaves definitely are smaller on this one, but I mean, that's what happens when you get these long plants. They never stay super lush. They will get leggy for sure. Then over here, I have this really beautiful Philodendron Brazil propagation. This propagation is really doing well, and it's just been sitting in water. There is some rot, so I probably will start to pot this up in soil soon, but I think that it's super pretty. The variegation, like I haven't seen that variegation on my mother plant, so I'm really happy that I did end up splitting these guys up, or at least taking this cutting, because it has turned into a plant with much better variegation than my mother plant. So I love this guy. And technically I do have this Scindapsus pictus exotica leaf still, and it is rooted. It's actually been growing that root a lot better than it has been before. So maybe this guy will start doing something, and maybe I will put it in some soil. But I really thought that this plant was a goner, so I'm actually kind of excited that it's back. Then over here we have my Scindapsus pictus argerius. It probably needs some water, but it also needs to be repotted because some of the roots are just kind of sticking out there. And this one has definitely had some root rot over the years. It probably still does have root rot, but I just have not had the time to repot it. So this will be a priority when I get some soil. Again, we've been in lockdown, so I really haven't been able to get any soil in the last little while. And then the last plant that I want to talk about is this Hoya chapertie. I do consider this to be a more common plant, especially where I am from. I think they are so pretty, and I absolutely love mine and the way that it looks in this pot. But yeah, this plant's not for everyone, but it definitely is for me. Last but not least, I have this beautiful Philodendron rojo congo, and this beauty is just chilling upstairs in our loft area for now, but I think it is such a beautiful statement plant. Look at those leaves, and it's putting out this brand new leaf here, so I'll definitely update you guys when that comes out. But it's also in this beautiful basket that was given to me with the plant. So yeah, this is going to make a beautiful statement in the new place. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna put all of these big plants, but they will have a home for sure. It does have some spots where it has put out some extra floral nectaries, but that is really common with philodendrons, and it doesn't bother me because I know what it is, and I know that it's not pest damage. So yeah, this is my last common plant as of right now. All right guys, well those are all of the common houseplants that I have to show you guys today. Definitely don't forget, if you want to check out Skillshare, the link is down in my description for your free trial. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy today's video, give it a thumbs up down below to show me how much you did enjoy it, and subscribe. That helps me out so much. We're so close to 7,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!